nigga 2-4 the GOAT, these other niggas basic.
Yo, welcome to the Power Play Podcast, where we like to demonstrate the value in the everyday casual conversation. I'm your boy, Mighty Boy the GOAT. I got my brother with me, the one and only Drop Top J-Lock. And man, we got a pioneer in here, man. Can you use all day, We got a legend in here, man. Know what it is. GrindModeChaos in here, man. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? Just
How
happy to
you
be
feeling?
a part of the situation, man. What's good
Most
with it?
definitely. We appreciate you, man. We surely appreciate you. Man. Oh, man, for real. So, most definitely. How you been, man? What's been going on, brother?
Life been good, bad, and indifferent, man, but no complaints, man. Just loving being above ground instead of, below sea level, you hear me?
Yeah, it's always good when you can be alive.
Yeah. Absolutely. So look, we're gonna jump right in, man. Listen, obviously, I like to say this about all of our GOATs that come on, all of our legends, all our pioneers that come on. If you don't know, you're living under a rock. But for those who don't know, tell them where you're from, my brother.
Man, I'm from what it say in the song. Can you South Dade Jook? I'm from South Dade County.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Born in Poughkeepsie, New York, though, man. I'm from Polk Projects, man. So a lot of people don't know that. So I gotta say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I raised in Miami, you know. I'm from them trenches, man. I'm just, that's why you see me smile so much, man, because they said I wouldn't make it.
Okay, then.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
I beat the odds, man. I beat the statistics, man. So, like I say, I'm 1/3 of the group GrindMode, and I'm here, man. What's up?
Most definitely. What was childhood like growing up in that area?
Crazy, man. Unhinged. I always been a black sheep. I always been an outcast. But there's advantages of that, you know what I mean? Because life is about perspectives and different angles. So, I think that's one thing that my fans resonate with me is they get to see a different perspective that they not living. Or sometimes I'm talking to the ones that have lived it and survived it. And they rep me just as hard because they like, damn, if he can make it, you know what I'm saying? That's our guiding light. That's that's our little light bulb. That's our little late night lantern. You know what I'm saying? If he can make it, and they might have more than me, or they might have less than me. You know what I'm saying? I got in this to be an inspiration. So, from Polk Projects, man, I grew up in the crack era, boy. Like, you walking to school and, you seeing them little crack vials. Some people don't know about crack vial.
Yeah.
You from the hood, you know about it.
Yeah.
Being from, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I came from that era. All our mama was on crack. All our mama was on heroin. My mama was on heroin up until she died. You hear me? So my daddy was on dope until he died. You know what I'm saying? So, that made us being in the project get that much tighter because we all got, like I say, something in common. So, you know what I'm saying? Not to glorify that. I'm just saying that that's part of my testimony. You know what I'm saying? And then growing up in Miami and in the cocaine capital of the world, you know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely.
You around it, you in it, you get addicted to it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately, I ain't never been on drugs. You know what I mean? Like, I watched it tear through my whole family or tear through my family. So I ain't want that part of it. I wanted, something else. You know what I mean? So that's where that dog come from. That's where that I love being, in that grind mode,
Yeah,
most definitely.
I can attest to that, man. I'm from Dade myself, and like he said, South Dade is different from Dade, period, because everybody glorifies South Beach or they talk about Carol City or North Miami, but South Dade, bro, it's so many areas, bro. You got Richmond Heights, you got Piran, you got Goulds, you got Florida City, Homestead, Naranja. It's just so many parts of South Dade, so I really understand where he coming from. So let's get into it. Let's talk about your name, Chaos. How did you get that name and what does it represent?
Chaos is always been my nickname for as long as I can remember because I used to get in a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And my mom was just like, you always causing chaos. And then I thought it was funny because my grandma used to try to say it, but she's from Swainsboro, Georgia. She a little country girl with a third grade education. So she was saying with a D on the end, she was like, oh, you get in trouble and always causing all that chaos at school. And I'm like, what the hell is grandma?
Shout out grandma, man.
What you talking about? What is chaos? Like, there ain't no, I don't care how much struggle we was faced with. We always know how to find the good. We always know how to find a joke in it. And, us cracking jokes on our family. And then little homies, like, they kept throwing it on me. And it was a nickname. It never was my rap name. It was like my nickname. And then I kept it, man, because every time I would hit the stage or do something, everybody from the street knew me as Chaos. That's Chaos. That's grind. That's hustle. That's, they always had something respectable to put on it. And later on, my auntie was like, man, don't change your name. I know a lot of people say you done changed your life and you done did a 180. You ain't, what I'm saying, in the streets like that no more. So every letter means something. So it's created to have abundance of success. So it's something positive. And that's one thing she spoke in my life. She said, man, you could take a bad thing and make it good. And that's what you did. You know what I mean? A lot of people that came along when I was a little more successful, they like, oh, you should change the name because you ain't living like that no more. I'm like, no, it's a reflection. It's a direct reflection of what I've been through. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna get rid of that part. It's a reminder and it add humility. So sometimes I remember all the chaos. Y'all just get parts of the chaos. I remember all of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, that's where that name comes from.
I
Right.
feel it. I feel it.
Most definitely. And with all that chaos and what you speak on, and then going through the struggles of having both parents dealing with drugs and different things like that, growing up in South Dade, you know what I mean? What was some of those childhood hobbies you had?
I always loved to draw because my father was a artist. You know what I'm saying? Even throughout his drug habits and alcoholism, like he knew how to draw. Like he could close his eyes. This is the most amazing thing I ever seen. Like he could stare at you, not blink. I'm talking about a nigga could shoot guns around here and he could just stare at you. He's
Yeah.
literally taking a picture of your face, the contrast, the darkness, the shade, you know what I'm saying, the highlights, you know what I mean? He knows how to look at you, and it was like AI, before AI was AI. And then he ain't even gotta look at you no more. He could just draw. He get
Oh,
all the measurements right. And it was the most amazing thing that I used to hear about him. And it's funny, I didn't try to draw because of him. I drew because it was like a little escape. You know what I'm saying? I could draw little fantasy places that I wanted to be before I even got to Miami. I'm from the Polk Projects, man, and I'm like, Miami is like a fantasy world. Miami is like, damn,
real.
dog, they got palm trees, they got coconuts growing everywhere. I heard they got flamingos down there. Like, so I would
Yeah.
come and visit my relatives down here because I'm like all my family from the South. And
Yeah.
I come down here and visit. I'm like, damn, dog, it's like they sky bluer. It ain't so great like it is in New York. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It
Yeah.
ain't cold down there. It don't be snowing. Like, I
No.
got nothing but crazy good stories to tell them. Yeah, man, like that was an escape, and poetry. I used to write a lot of poetry before I got into this. You know what I'm saying? So that's why sometimes they be like, man, my fans can hear the double entendres and you know what I'm saying, and the real punchlines in there because I study this music. Like I love every type of lane that hip hop has came into, all the way from
Yeah.
the Rakims and all that to the Trick Daddies and the JT Monies, man. Like, yeah.
Most definitely.
You talk about Rakim, you talk about Trick Daddy. What inspired you to rap, and who were some of your inspirations early on?
Those are the ones, man. Like when I just heard, like when I was in and when I'm in the Jets, I'm like, man, Rakim was the flyest. Man, that man looked like a dope boy who could really spit poetry. You hear me?
Yeah.
And I'm
That boy was
like,
clean.
I'm
That boy was clean.
seeing how Rakim looked. That's how niggas in my block, like the niggas who was really eating off the block, they look like Paid in Full. They look like Rakim. They look like Big
Yeah.
Daddy Kane. I'm like, golly, boy, I don't know no school teachers got gold chain like that. They wasn't rapping. Them
Definitely.
niggas
Yeah.
came out like they let us see them and put their chains on us right before they go to the club and they look BMW with the big logo on the
Yeah.
man. Listen, I want to be like them, and the closest thing that I saw was like the EPMDs and all them. Them niggas wearing them sweat sets, and I'm like, man, these niggas raw. Dog. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
when I got to Miami, you know what I'm saying, I still love my Tupacs. I love all them, but like to witness JT Money, I'm like, oh snap, JT Money be coming to 15th Ave. And then like I can identify that I heard that he was over here and over there. It was like a unicorn where I'm from. And JT Money be around and I'm hearing about Trick Daddy. Trick
Yeah.
Daddy like first came home from prison. And my homeboy is his homeboy, Jeff Jones, he got murdered. And me and Trick got a lot of the same homeboys. Like, I'm way younger than him, but a lot of
Yeah.
my big homies and niggas that I ran with, they was round Trick when he first came home from prison. And he came home and he moved to my hood. He was in Richmond Heights. I'm
Yeah.
from Richmond Heights. And that nigga moved to the Heights. I was like, oh my God, niggas really can make it from this shit. You know what I'm saying? Trick made us like real believers. I just thought it was a fantasy thing at first. But y'all love them
Definitely.
DMXs and all that shit like that. But yo,
Man,
And I
listen.
can attest to that. I ain't gonna cut you. I don't mean to cut you off, Mighty Boy, but like
No,
he
you good,
said,
brother. Do your
I
thing.
spoke
Yeah.
about this previously. Trick was that for us, like the first person I seen that was famous, that was coming to the football game, that was buying everybody and stuff off the ice cream truck, coming to the schools. Like
man,
that's
what?
that's big for us. Like we seen this man on TV, his music on the radios, and he actually in the neighborhoods chilling with the kids, giving toys away, doing food drive, toy drive. So I definitely can attest to that. Like it's real deal. That's real deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that hit my soul, man.
And
Definitely.
what I was gonna say is that, bro, even from being from Fort Myers, right? You know, we sensed that and felt that and seen that. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all on a larger scale with y'all hoods and being a little bigger than we is over here, but we was able to see that and be inspired by a lot of that, bro. So like we seeing Trick. It's like shit. He one of us. You know what I'm saying? He represent us too. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't have nobody coming out the city at that point. You know what I'm saying? You know, Plies came a little later on, but Trick, you know what I'm saying? Trick was we resonated with that just like y'all did. So it was a blessing to see it from our end too, brother, for sure.
Yeah.
Most definitely. You know what I'm saying? But speak on the early days, man. What was your experience like when you first went to the studio? You know what I'm saying? Your first studio experience. And do you remember the song that you made?
Man, the very first song that watch this, I recorded a bunch of shit on 2 tracks, like when we had them cassette decks. This one thing I was good at doing. I used to hear songs, this back when songs be 3-4 minutes, but they
Yeah.
still left a bunch of the instrumental on there, and I just be in my room freestyling the shit, and I was always either good at freestyling, and around that time I'm in high school. So Jonah was something that that's how you fight back. Nigga pop
Mhm.
that shit on you. Oh man, them old ass, dirty ass niggas in there. Bitch, you better be ready to go. You heard me? One half of the school know how to zone, which I was good at. Bitch, I'm gonna make you cry, boy. I'm gonna make you wanna
Definitely.
fight me, boy. My mouth crazy.
That's how
Most
But
you
definitely.
then
gotta
I
be.
knew how to I combine that with freestyling and the fact that it's like, damn, almost every day we was in the cafeteria like beating on the, you know what I'm saying? Nigga had some pencils and boom, here it go. Nigga, and I got good at that. But then my homies all had access to studios and shit and recording equipment and shit like that. So I was at the crib like building my shit without telling anybody. And I be listening to them the last little bars that are it might be 4 bars of an instrumental. And I write something just to that. Like, okay, just say if Jay-Z was done, I come right in on top of Jay-Z, like, bah, 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 bah. And that I got better at that, and then I started buying instrumentals and practicing at the crib. And then sure enough, somebody called wind of, how I be like killing niggas in school. Boy, I was a terrorist, boy. You couldn't stand in front of me and pop that shit, cause I used to battle rap first. So
Ooh,
I
okay.
kill you in front of your whole family, in front of your
Yeah.
girlfriend,
Yeah.
bitch,
Yeah.
all that. And a
Yeah.
nigga had like tried it. Nigga was like, listen, bruh, like, we heard, which was the very first song was called These Times. I had a song that I had did at the studio at college because a nigga had studio time. So I recorded that, and then that shit floated around the hood. Don't ask me how. That bitch floated around the hood, and that was the era of when a nigga bootleg for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Heard
For
me?
real.
So
Yeah.
a nigga bootlegging my shit, and I don't know nothing about it. Like because I didn't care. I'm like, man, this shit ain't gonna go on the radio. Ain't gonna go nowhere. But I was already a name. Like music ain't give me no name. Like I had a
Yeah.
hood level's name. Like niggas, the dope boys fought with me. The Jack boys. Like I was already in different avenues anyway. Too young to be in the club, but I was in the club. Fake ID.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the biggest thing about making my music roll, it was like this a little nigga that we respect. You hear me? So boom, I did that record, but then the first record was Hurts Like Hell. Matter of fact, I just put that shit on the internet not too long ago. It's on my first project I dedicated to my mama called Henrietta Son.
Mm.
The guy who owned the studio that everybody used to go hang, smoke, niggas had told me to come through there and I freestyle and I was just killing niggas in the studio. Niggas who had spent all that time in the studio, you put a beat on, I'm gonna take your life. I swear to God, because it was like a dog in me. Like I really love this shit. I really want it. You know what I'm saying? I kill a nigga and a nigga respect it like, damn, this nigga putting in pain, boy, like for real. So the
Yeah.
nigga who owned the studio was like, listen, and sorry for being long-winded. He was
No, you
like,
good.
No, you
if you
good.
could, if you could write something worth listening to, dog, because I heard the record that you put out is cool, but if you could like write a record and build a whole song like you know about, I ain't know how to count bars, I ain't know none of that shit.
Yeah.
I just, when I start rapping, bitch, I don't stop into the world end, like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because I
Yeah.
always, you know,
It's coming. Yeah.
right. So anyway, long story short, what ended up happening was I gave him a concept, and from that concept, I had him the producer remake that Tony Braxton song that let it flow, let it flow, let it
Yeah.
ride. So he did that, sped it up, and then I wrote a song called Hurts Like Hell, and it's on the internet now. And I was just playing and bullshitting on that song and acting like on the hook. People be like, why you did the hook like that? I say, because I always be fucking with my grandma. My grandma raised me after my mama
Yeah.
died. Well, she raised me before that, but then this my Ace Moon Coon. And
Yeah.
I said I was acting like how she act in church. Like, I can't even sing the song right now,
So
but
you was
it's like
Jones and grandma.
I was acting like a Pentecostal, you know what I'm saying, stay
Yeah.
woman. So everybody who know the backstory to that, they laugh every time they hear it. We like, man, every time he talk about his grandma, he sounds just like her, or we can
No.
see his grandma. So that's what Hurts Like Hell is. It's like if me and my grandma ever did a song together, that's what it'll sound like. That's what I did. And the hood popped off because I was talking shit about my car, had oil problems, had a leak. That bitch was
yeah.
like, I couldn't go
Speaking
too
that
fast, or
real.
smoke be coming out. Everybody from the hood were like, this nigga rapping about his life for real. He ain't like, oh, yeah, I'm in a limousine and da-da-da.
Yeah.
I ain't lying. So
Yeah.
the hood ate it up, man, and they
Yeah.
they bootlegged that bitch, and he gave me free studio time for life.
Yeah.
For life.
That's
That
pressure.
reality music. Yeah,
That's
reality music,
pressure.
that's something that you always go with, brother. That's something you can always go with. I mean, was it so at what point did you decide, okay, I'm gonna pursue this for real, I'm gonna take this serious, you know, I'm gonna lock in, I'm gonna make this my career?
Do what I said earlier, Jeff Jones was one of my homeboys. We would go to the studio and my homeboy Chuck Dallas, he got killed too. And what happened was like all this, I started noticing everybody who I was with, they done got killed, shot, or fucking locked up, and that was me and Trick homeboy. And a lot of niggas don't know this. Jeff Jones was a dancer, so he the one in an old Luke video. He had like this nigga was dancing in two videos. The Puppies. Back in the day, we had a group called Puppies. One of them is from my hood. That's one of the very first famous people that I met. It was Tamara D and DJ Big Boy. And Jeff Jones was a dancer in one of their videos, and then he was a dancer in a Luke video. And we was like, damn, this nigga still in our hood and all that shit. So that was big to us. Because if you got to be on a jukebox or video mix or stuff like that, and we could
Yeah.
see you like, damn, this my dog, now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we all started rapping and shit like that. I just really didn't take it serious at first. I was like, ain't no money in it. I make money in the street. What I did that for? That's corny.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
And
Yeah.
then, but then it just became undeniable to the point where it's like my songs, I don't even try. And the songs just get out and it go from, I'm from Richmond Heights. It'd be big in Richmond Heights, then it'd be big in
Yeah.
like P. Ryan and Google
Yeah.
and shit like that. And then I'm hearing my music in the clubs and Coconut Grove. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
I ain't even trying. And all my homeboys, they wanted this shit bad and them niggas dead.
Yeah.
So that's what made me start saying, man, let me just do this for them and I'm gonna see how far I take it. And then the more I did it for them, the more I took it way more serious. Like, these niggas really want to be here. That's where a lot of that passion comes from. Like, niggas really want to be here to do this. I want to do this, but not like they want to do this. You hear me?
Yeah.
For sure.
So, yeah, I took it serious.
Explain to the viewers what the rap scene in Florida is like, especially you coming up in Florida. What is like in your perspective, the rap scene?
Right now,
When you was coming up.
it was like pre-existing, but it was still like there ain't no unity. So I came from the open mic era. There's a couple different puzzle pieces to make this story work. At that time, I was heavy at going on, open mic showcases. Anywhere Underdogs was at, I was there. You know what I'm saying? The Roman Pub up in Carol City. I'm talking about Tucker's and anything, all them open mics at Opalaka and Miami Pipeline. Anywhere Larry Dog was at, I was there. I don't care where it was at. I'm all the way from Richmond Heights, 45 minutes away, an hour, 2 hours away. I was going to North Lauderdale,
Yeah.
West Palm Beach. I was going. So at that time, you got to think, I'm trying to paint this picture. Nigga, it's us, Bizzle, Ball Greasy, Dunk Riders just starting. Niggas like COA, baby, that's still out of town to me because niggas like the Choo Choos and Coleons and all that, them niggas they further north, so that's like Canada to a
Right.
nigga like me who live in the
Right.
south side of Miami. So we coming up, but it was like what built the camaraderie and the unity at the same time was the fact that it wasn't no hating, it wasn't no competing. We come to the Roman pub and just say, this rap nigga named J Lock, he rapping, know his shit in 2 weeks, I know your whole shit. So then when I perform, you know my shit. It's like, damn, the whole crowd is 50 of us.
Yeah.
It looked like a concert every week. So it was like damn near like a dog fight to get on that mic. And it just built it and then we bled into the strip clubs. Once we bled into Cocos and Rolex and the Mint and Take One and Angels and Booby Traps and all that, man, it was a chicken rap for niggas. It's
Man.
like niggas, local niggas was bigger, if not bigger, than just a regular superstar. Because it was like, once strippers start taking our music and really running it, it was like, damn, bruh. Them niggas can walk in, they can walk in any club and it's like, damn, they gonna blow that bitch down. Like, big pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Pressure. Yeah.
Going through all the clubs, you know, I did the culture and the Florida energy influence your music.
I know how to see love in anything. You hear me? I can hang out with a bunch of homeless people and I see the love and it's like, that's what I gravitate to. So when I start seeing there's a movement that I'm building, mind you, I own a magazine at that time called the Grind Magazine. I had a web show. What you niggas is doing, I did this shit like when I'm 20. But it's not called blogging, it's not called podcasting. It was an internet TV show.
Wow.
And you have to know somebody to do this because they have to have the bandwidth. So this dude Wes, a white dude named Wes on South Beach, he was like, yo, everybody know you. You came on here and got interviewed by somebody, but nigga, you funny. You got crazy stories. You know all these different celebrities and niggas in the hood. How you feel about just doing like 3-4 episodes? Let me see what it do. I started doing them shits, and you could only watch it on the World Wide Web. Let me sound like an old nigga now. The World Wide Web. Not on your phone, not on your tablet, ain't no iPads. So I did it. I'm sitting on the couch. I'm the ghetto version of motherfucking 106 Apart. So I sit on the couch, and whoever I invite, like Briscoe New, Flo Rida, I'm giving him his first interview. Like, all this shit is documented. Junior
That's
Reed,
special.
Hurricane Chris. Think about this. I'm a new nigga there. I rap. I own a magazine called The Grind. I got Grind Time TV. I'm on Video Mix doing Grind 101. Anything I do got the word grind in it because that's my nickname. So when I started doing that shit went from like 10,000 viewers a month to 100,000. I had 1 million viewers a month in different places of the world.
Wow.
So now I really start pitching my music like, damn, it's 1 million niggas watching me a month on just this, on a TV, on a laptop somewhere. I'm like, whoa. My mind started going. So yeah, man, I started really getting that love. I doubled down on it because I knew how to get outside of Miami without leaving Miami. You hear me?
Yeah. Definitely. So I mean, we gotta talk about that magazine though, my brother. Like, how did that come about? Like, how did you get into, doing that?
Because I used to be selling weed in the club.
Okay, then.
I was
We letting you know. Need alerts.
base butter harder since I had powder, I had pills. I can
Okay,
talk
then.
about it because the
it's
feds
old.
can't kick
It's
these
over
dope
with.
eggs.
Yeah, it's over with.
So because I was a plug at that time, it was hard for me to even juggle the two because it's like, damn, I'm in the club working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Doing my little 1-2, and then all the club promoters knew me. So as soon as I walk up, boom, they let me in. So then my homegirl, who I used to get money with, we had a little and brown subs. Like my nigga, she was like, listen, bruh, how you feel about me giving you a camera just to take pictures in the club? Because I ain't never seen a nigga. Usually, if you from South Dade, you go to this club or that club, or you go to Nice and Naughty, or you go to, that's it. Nigga, I was going to every club. Nigga, no pressure, no nothing. This back when Toro was alive, Bizzle was alive. Like, you got to keep in mind, all these niggas that's gone right now, we was in the Ran Rover before he got killed. Like, these niggas, I'm around these guys. And let me say this, there's no social media. That's what worked in my favor. There's no social media. So if you see it in my magazine, this is your Instagram. So I made niggas pay for their little spot. So You can't go on no, and you didn't use your phone, your cell phone at that time for social media. You knew
Yeah.
you that bitch to call, texting was new. We
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
two-way
All that.
pagers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at that time, my nigga is like, she hit me up and she said, I write up all the stories. If you can get me different interviews and with different artists, let's try to build something. She said to me first. And soon as she did that, I said, you know what? Since I know niggas at the radio station, boom, we interviewed Teddy T and Lucy Lopez or whatever the case may be, and then boom, the next issue with Jackie O.
Yeah.
Jackie O new down here now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
I had plugs, so boom, we got Jackie O, and the magazine started taking off. I was like, holy shit. Like, instead of doing 1,500 copies a month, we went up to 3,000. Then we went from 3,000 to 5,000. So that was a big thing. And then boom, I gave T-Pain his very first cover. You got to think, I'm driving to TJ's, DJs, shout out to TJ Chapman, shout out to all these different people that had record pool meetings at that time. I would go to Jacksonville and Upstart and all these, drive to Atlanta, drive to South Carolina, all these different places, getting connections, coming home with a whole bunch of flyers, business cards, calling these people back.
Yeah.
Not just waiting to be successful. I wanted it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
then we got an office and we was doing our little 1-2 step out of the office, but then paying for the magazine with that, paying for ads, whoever
Yeah.
bought the cover, boom, paying with that. And then I still get out in traffic. Niggas will tell you now, Chaos got out in traffic and was selling magazines $2 a piece.
That
Yeah.
real.
It wasn't cool to be a hustler. Niggas
Yeah.
was like, man, that bum ass nigga out there begging for
Yeah.
me. No, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm out here working for myself right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see the
women-
vision.
see, the same women that'll say, oh, that nigga a bum, or they laugh at a nigga then, later on they was like, man, that nigga be hustling.
Yeah.
See how life
Yeah.
work? That's why I
Yeah.
tell people respect the process. Don't worry about what they saying today. Because when I'm in this hot-ass traffic and this hot-ass sun, getting $2, I'm looking like a basic, bitch. I'm out here looking
Yeah.
like I'm begging. But
Yeah.
I'm like, baby, I own this. That's the
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
a real business. This ain't no fantasy. You go
Yeah.
on, sunbiz.com and you see that we own this.
Yeah.
So, but then when you coming up, people like to play with your name, like, oh man, I seen him out there big. But then later on, that's the same story. They like, oh yeah, he worked for this.
Yeah.
You wasn't
Yeah.
saying it 2-3 years
Definitely
ago.
wasn't
Though.
saying
You
it like
won.
that.
You won.
Yeah.
They don't
Nah.
see
Yeah.
the vision.
Yeah.
So that
People love
magazine
it.
gave me, I'm going to say this, I'm going to close out on that. That magazine put me in a different position of just, not just being an artist, but now I got to talk to record execs in New York and all that because they need their artists in this big magazine that's from Miami.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that changed my life too because damn, DJ Khaled, he got one of his first covers for me. Nobody knew what DJ Khaled looked like and K
Yeah.
Fox and all that. They just knew that boom, MySpace was new. YouTube, people barely went on there, so they didn't know what Khaled looked like. They barely knew what T-Pain looked like until he got on the charts. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah, man, that's what's up with that magazine.
Yeah.
Most definitely, man. I just know people hate the grind, but eventually they respect the motion. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta keep
Right.
going. You gotta keep climbing. You know what I'm saying? Don't let no doubter stop you. Bro was out in traffic, $2, making it happen.
Definitely.
Times was hard back then. This was no internet. This was no Instagram. This was no
Right.
none of that. You feel what I'm saying? So take heed from a legend, man. Most definitely.
GrindMode is the name. He really was
Right.
putting that
Yeah.
grind in. So definitely.
Yeah.
Let's talk about GrindMode. How did that come about? How did the group come about?
Again, I said like I had a name down south, and I'm like the Webby where I live. I'm like the DMX where I live down south. So it's like I got a name by myself. I had dropped Henrietta's Son before I went to Job Corps, because I had moved to Kentucky for like 2 years. Went through some crazy shit. Went through a little shootout with a little nigga. My grandma was like, "Listen, you got to go.
Okay.
You're gonna end up killing somebody, or they gonna
Causing
kill you, or
chaos.
you gonna kill them."
Yeah.
And my mama was right. I didn't want to leave, but now I was like, damn, you know what? Somebody told me about Job Corps. I think I'm gonna take them up on that. And I sure enough went there, learned some things. It humbled me. You know what I'm saying? It showed me who was real, who was fake. And then boom, the nigga who I was beefing with got killed. You know what I'm saying? So, I got out the way before, like my grandmama told me. So I'm up there doing my thing, came back, and my name doubled down because rumors was rumors. You couldn't jump on social media and see that shit. Like, I went to Kentucky, and I'm gonna get back to what you asked me. I went to Kentucky to kind of calm my ass down because I was getting too wild. And sure enough, all the rumors started floating. Damn, I heard he got killed. Oh, he in prison. Oh, he got a murder one. Like, so the rumors kind of was hurting me, but helping at the same time. When I came back home, Man, the first person I seen a week after I got home, this girl was like, "Oh my God, it ain't true. I thought you was dead. They had said you got killed when you went out of town."
That's
Boy, it
crazy.
was so many rumors like
That's
circulating about me, and it's
crazy.
like, and then to get my name back jumping again, I just went harder in that studio. I went to drilling and killing shit because I wanted people to know, bitch, first off, I ain't dead. Second off,
Yeah.
nigga, I'm back. I'm back to shut down any nigga who
Everything.
thought they were popping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Come on,
saying?
touch. Come on,
Without even
touch.
competing, because I never competed with nobody.
Yeah.
I only competed with myself. But the mind frame is what I'm talking about. And then boom, once I got like that, I started going to all them open mics and shit like that. And then Stage, who's in my group, I'm a Cleasy, he had the song Get Fucked Up. Get Fucked Up. He was in Icons.
Yeah.
That's him on the hook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with that happening, he kept seeing me at the open mics. Ross wanted to get on this. I had this song called Goddamn. You can look it up on Spotify, Apple, any streaming platform. And this song was like the biggest song for me at that time because it was like a juvenile, yeah, huh? It was just like that, but it was just like, we off in this goddamn thing about to get off the goddamn chain. We ain't about to goddamn game. So I said goddamn for a whole song. And
Yeah.
the hood was like, boy, this nigga like the hardest nigga out.
Yeah.
But I'm making everything rhyme with aim, goddamn pain, goddamn brain, goddamn, the
Okay.
whole
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
So Ross was finna get on a remix, but then I think he had just got signed to Flip and Slide, and I'm around Pitbull at that time. Chico was homeless and all.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta keep in mind, I'm telling you, I'm young as shit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
around the old heads listening, just being a sponge. Man, when I tell you, these niggas from GrindMode, like, we was like a Miami Wu-Tang. It was more than just, you know what I'm saying, us three. It was more than that. But then it was just like niggas ain't standing the test of time. And I was featuring on songs that they like. I wasn't trying to be in no group, because I had a little group called Bottom Boys. These niggas was the hardest nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was the hardest nigga right now, you heard me? And I
Yeah.
was the main nigga in that group.
Was
But
there?
I ain't really like groups. So we started record, and next thing you know, everything I recorded with them start taking off. Like, I got that, yeah, yo, I got that, yeah, yo. All the little trap music I had with them, that shit started taking off.
Yeah.
And we go to record pool meetings and take off. And I'm like, damn, bro, like, I kind of like these niggas, man, because this nigga from Opalaka, my little Haitian from Opalaka, my nigga, he from Kansas City, I'm from down south. It's kind of different. You feel me? And every time we can get in the car and listen to an instrumental right now and step right out and go record. Because it was just a vibe we was setting. And then it was an attraction too. So because I had a name so big where I live, it just ended up coming together, and then, you know, the rest is history, bro.
Let me ask you something though. Why did you switch from the style of music you was making with the Bottom Boys to the vibe music, the jookin music with Grind
Right.
Mode?
The funny part, let me say this. The funny part is I ain't never switched. That was just one of them records that took off. I'm gonna tell you why, because like again, I told you, I'm a student of this game, right? So
Yeah.
I'm looking at JT Money will kill you on this song, and then
Yeah.
here, I want action. Let me tell you
Yeah.
something about a Florida nigga. I'm speaking to you niggas because you really get it. From
Yeah.
Florida, dog, it'd be a nigga with 50 goals in his mind. I'm talking about wicked up.
Yeah.
Got bitch bullet holes in him. That nigga
Yeah.
jump, dance, do
Yes,
whatever.
sir.
I'm talking about,
I
and that
swear.
Yes,
nigga
sir.
punch you to sleep before
Yes,
y'all
sir.
leave the club.
All in the
So,
same night.
yeah, there's some versatility about us, and that's what we were trying to show too. Like, dog, don't think cause like, you know, I got a little Luke in me, JT Money, a trick and all that there. I got a party in me, but man, I
Sit
cut
you
your throat in this
down.
bitch.
Yeah,
Yo,
nigga, get on
I
You know what
your
I'm
ass
sit
saying?
you
in
down in this bit.
a bit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
for real.
but then we still got this attitude, which was, well, like with the juke movement, is like we ain't had nothing to prove to nobody. Like people had already rocked with us, but it still was hard to even transition into that kind of music because first off, my hood accepted me for a certain version. They wasn't ready for all that. Oh, damn, this nigga doing, I'm so high and jugging it. Nah, they wanted that pain shit. They wanted that real life shit.
Yeah.
Man, do another song about your mama. Do another song about
Yeah.
this
It was
project.
hard.
They want to keep hearing that from me. And then that, you know what I'm saying? That David Banner shit, that Bone Crusher shit, that, like, I crush niggas on songs. So
Yeah.
my hood, it was the hardest thing for me in my hood, because them niggas was like, man, what you doing, bro? With all this dancey ass shit. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
nigga, we in a pill popping city that, like, nigga get on that pill and just,
Slide.
Like, yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah.
we all
For
have
real.
fun, bro. So
Most
that's to
definitely.
answer your question, bro. Like, I want to show variety, man. I could do a rock and roll record, a country song. I could do some R&B, a gospel record, and then give you some gangster shit in the same day.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Most definitely. And man, listen, y'all definitely made us feel good music. You being hard, we could tell you had it in you on the songs. We heard your songs previous to that, so we already knew what it was, bro. It just
Yeah.
gelled well. But I want to get into my personal favorite. You know what I'm saying? How did this song "I'm So High" come about? And man,
Like,
did you know that it was gonna have the impact on Florida? On
nah,
Florida, I ain't gonna even speak about it because it had an impact on the whole world. But I'm
right.
gonna just speak on Florida in general. Did you know that it will have the impact in Florida that it does?
Listen, when I'm So High came about, and you also got to remember too, I don't want to leave out Tony Galvin, one of my producers, got arrested dead. We lost him a couple years ago. If you
Shout
don't
out
know
to
who Tony Galvin is, look him up.
R.I.P.
He the
Tony.
one who he did Trina's Baddest Bitch song. That's what helped her take off. He did This for the Thugs remix. He got so many Trick Daddy records, Jeezy records, CTE
Yeah.
records, like T.I. songs. Like, he's a legend, but he lived on my street. Before my homeboy Chuck Dallas got killed, we used to, this before GrindMode, he used to be like, man, it's a nigga that live in that house, boy, that nigga got the best beats. And all of us was scared. All of them was scared to go to this house. I said, man, fuck that shit. I was coming. This was at high school. I said, man, I'm finna pull up to that nigga house. I knocked on the
A
door.
real Florida nigga.
Yeah,
Straight up.
like,
Style
yeah, because
big,
everybody was like, if you can get in with him, man, you'll be done got a record deal. I'm thinking about what I'm living like, nigga. I'm struggling, lights
For
keep going on.
real.
Now I'm thugging it, bitch. So I had introduced myself to his mama, and she fell in love instantly, man. God rest the dead, man, Miss Galvin. And she told him to come down here. We built the relationship, and we boom. That's what Goddamn, that song Goddamn came from. And that story gonna make sense in a minute because I was already making similar music like I'm So High, but then McCleasy, I told him this. This is the vibe. I want you to understand the vibe. I was going to pill popping spots and after hour spots and all that shit. So I'm around a whole bunch of junkies and
Yeah.
street niggas that pop pills and
Yeah.
fuck 3 of your baby mamas in the same
Yeah.
night.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
but then I'm also, watch this, I'm also, because I owned a magazine, I had a street team. I'm really popping on this side, the media side, the street side, the music side, all this shit, right, going on at one time. Big Teach is Pitbull's manager. Man, salute to him. I love this nigga to death, dog. I will never do an interview without trying to say his name because all these puzzle pieces create me.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, you got to work smarter, not harder. Man, I sat in that nigga brand new Escalade, and that nigga was like, listen, bro, you got to work smarter, not harder. I've been watching you grind for a minute, but dog, I'm about to throw you an opportunity. It's on you to take it or not. He said, I got this little dude out of Lafayette named Hurricane Chris. Listen to this song. Tell me what you think, even if you got to play it all day and just see how you can work it. Because sometimes you get out with CDs and your magazine and you make things pop.
Yeah.
And he played A Baby, A Baby, A
Yeah.
Baby, A Baby.
Yeah.
But when I
That
heard
funk.
it, that still got something to do with grind mode. And I say, bruh, I know what I could do with this record to break this record in South Florida because I know where all the kiddie clubs is at too. Anytime you
Mhm.
want to break a record, you either go to the strip club, not the regular club, the strip club or the kiddie
Yeah.
club.
Yes,
Yeah.
Cause
sir.
soon as you go where them little jits gonna fight at, like Super Wheels and all
Yeah.
the little the little
Yeah.
roller skating ring
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
the little club, man, let me tell you something. It floats up to high school then college. It go up.
Yeah.
yeah,
It don't
yeah.
go down.
It definitely
Yeah.
did.
So that's what happened. I would be on conference calls. I'm listening to how them niggas telling me like, damn, bro, like I'm on conference calls every week with Brian Leach and all them from they used to be on TBT. TBT is the ones who had Yin Yang Twins, Pitbull, Lil Jon, all them. But they
Yeah.
started a label called Polo Grounds, and I was a South Florida rep. So I got paid every month to, help push A Baby. A Baby taught me how to service records because I'm going to every club, boom, 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 every day. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, damn, all this music I put out with grind mode, damn, now I understand it. Nigga,
Yeah.
I gotta go from the Keys to Palm Beach and just back, every day, just going to different clubs. So I told him, whatever we do, I got a bunch of dancers that took off and died in South Dade. I say, that's South Miami Juke. these little niggas be going like this. They get on the
Yup.
pills, they biting their tongue. It look
Biting
like
they lip.
zombies, I swear to God.
Yeah.
But it was them niggas on beat. The girls in there, they going crazy because it used to be slower. It's like
Yeah.
some real, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like they neck gonna slide on. So when I first started seeing, I say, bro, we be in the club, and whoever knew how to do the side Miami juke at that time, it was like, dog, watching a fucking bit like nigga UFO. Like, what the hell is this shit? So
Yeah.
once I
Yeah.
caught wind, I say, bro, this not gonna be another dance that die in my hood. So I told
Hell
him, man, we gotta put this shit on a song, speed this up, cause here go another part of history. The song that they was made, we never had a South Miami juke or South Day juke song. What niggas was juking to is, I'm starting to see
the station on
bang.
bang. Yup.
They was doing
Yup.
Yeah.
it to that, and they was doing that. The trick daddy bet that with
Yeah.
Yeah.
so that, but the gents would speed it up. The niggas that's like 25 and up, them niggas was doing it slow. So I was
Yeah.
like, damn, we gotta find a middle line that's fast, but not too fast
Mm,
and not too slow.
that's
And
smart.
that's what
Yeah.
we did. So
Yeah.
then, boom, we do the record. I say, even if we lose with this song, you know who it's gonna win to? All my dancers down south. So
Yeah.
that's another thing too. I was preaching. I was like, damn, even if I lose, I'm gonna be the shit where I live at because I
Yeah.
made a South
Most
Day
definitely.
juke song.
Most definitely.
So that's what happened, bro. I ain't playing for that bitch. The white people and kids and midgets and babies and all. I
Yeah.
ain't never see that. I just
Yeah.
want to be the shit where I live at. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
With getting in the studio, coming up with that magic, that pressure like that, how hard was it? And I know you were a rep, you know what I'm saying, and helped with ABB and all that and did your thing with that, promoting it. But how hard was it to promote coming from South Dade, the song I'm So High? And that's not and you can do it on a regional level or national, all that. How hard was it to get that out there?
it was hard to put in that much time at the time. Damn, you got to think. I'm with my ex at that time. I pay a lot of bills at my crib. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm the breadwinner, you hear me?
Life
So
is
it
life.
was
Yeah.
hard denying that time and putting in the time in something I didn't know if it was gonna pay off, when it was gonna pay off, or you know what I'm saying? So I'm watching A Baby work for him and he became #1. And I said, ooh, if I could just do a smaller, cheaper version of this with
Mhm.
this. So I'm So High didn't just take off. It was strategic. We had DVD burners and CD burners at the studio at that time. So boom, I'm like, nigga, I'm going to all the traps and all the spots that sell CDs. I'm making mixes. That's why I hear DJs, but I be like, no, home. I made mixes with all the baddest R&B, R. Kelly, Avant, Tyrese, this, that, banging shit, and I put I'm So High first.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
boom, volume 1, volume 2. Nigga, I had about 40 volumes. So every
Yeah.
week, if you got tired of this, you still got Ecstasy on this, I'm So High on this, Vibe with You on this. That's why a lot of records took off when I was in full control at the beginning, because I was going to the trap and I'd be like, listen, here go 50 CDs. I don't want no money back, Jack. Sell these shits $5 a piece. Heck of 50 CD. How much the money? Man, you don't want nothing back? Man, hell, run that.
Yeah.
You already got the spot. You sell CDs and pornos and DVDs all day.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a few $100s. Why? I
Yeah.
used to tell them niggas that. Cause a nigga gonna move fast if you giving them something. And I
Right.
sell to
Definitely.
any nigga that
Right.
was selling CDs or DVD. And that
Yeah.
was my game. I'd be like, look, heck go 50 CD. Boom. What the money is? 250? I just gave you, you know what I'm saying? Quarter of a
Right.
band.
Right.
I don't want
Right.
nothing back. Nah, you gotta at least let me shoot you 20, 30. And them
Nah,
niggas
bro,
be
that's
done
you.
got rid of that bitch like this. Cause I done
Mhm.
Yeah.
gave all the, and a nigga gonna watch what a nigga do at the club and in the hood. Man, what the fuck this is? They skip past I'm So High. They get to R. Kelly, Avant, Aaliyah, this, that. And they like, ooh, this bitch back. Them hoes, man, I had them whole panties wet, bitch.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ooh,
then.
this that shit.
Yeah.
And guess what
Yeah.
a nigga do in the CD? Watch this. That bitch start right back over.
Yeah.
So it start getting stuck in your head.
Yeah. Eventually, you
Yeah.
won't. Yeah. Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
That was
pimped the system. So by the time I got to the club 3 months after doing that shit, and I'm known because I'm going different places with Hurricane Crystal, nigga like, man, that nigga done made it. Boy, look, you see that nigga, the nigga from Louisiana, he be with that young nigga, man. That nigga done helped that shit blow up. So now DJs, when I get in the club, they like, oh, he know hits when he hit. I
right.
Yeah.
never told niggas I was in grind mode. I just gave them the CD. I like, yo, it's a
Wow.
group called Grind Mode. I ain't never want you to have a reason to hate on me. Cause DJ Khaled asked me that later. He said, why you ain't just tell me you was on that song? I say, nah, cause I wasn't gonna give you the chance to be like, I'll play it when I want. That's just chaos. Nah, I ain't do that. I wanted you to fall in love with grind mode. And once you did that, nigga, I got you. Boom. Gotta be quicker than that, bitch.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got
For
there.
sure.
And then I'm so high did what it did. So I never could have, again, I never could have imagined, that record taking off the way it took off and got the way it got to, man. It was just by God's grace, man.
And that's beautiful. That's beautiful. What was also high? What ultimately got y'all into having a deal?
I'm so high got us a deal because two things happened. The music and the dance. You gotta think when you look at that flea market dance in P Ryan, I gotta make sure I say that. People be like, oh, that was in Caramart. Oh, that was in USA 79. That was in Liberty City. No, I shot the video footage. I'm the one who shot the video. Fuck everybody and what they talking about. I'm talking about me.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
shot the video with a bunch of dancers, and when this is my guy who sell ringtones, all them dancing, they dancing in a spot where we used to get our ringtones. You'll be like, damn, you pay $5. He put 10 ringtones on your phone. You go there, buy CDs and DVDs and shit like that. So I went to my man, I video recorded it, went to my little homie, my man. I say, listen, all the video for that I give you, I need you to put my song on it. Because they wasn't dancing to I'm So High the whole time. They was dancing to I'm So High Sped Up. They was dancing to Bet That. They was dancing to a couple other fast songs. But they wasn't, a lot of people don't know that. I'm giving you a nugget right now. A lot of people don't know. They thought they was just kept dancing to I'm So High. They was dancing to a bunch of different songs, but I kept playing I'm So High, sped it up.
Of course.
Playing Trick Daddy, sped it up. And then boom, I had them just put our song with it. And then boom, I put it on YouTube, forgot about it. Because YouTube, here's a word that didn't exist. We trying to go viral. Viral don't exist at that time.
Yeah, it did.
I always tell people this, listen, I used to put videos on YouTube to save, to keep, so if I lost a hard drive or something like that, I knew where to go get it at. Or you couldn't pull it, you couldn't strip it. You just, listen, I would go there with a camera and like, damn, if I lost my video recorder like this, shit look grady and gritty. You know what I'm saying? So the dance helped, and guess what? I forgot that I put it on there. By the time I got ready to go to New York, when I started going to the live broadcasts and stuff like that, and giving the song to DJs that I rock with, and they'll play it during the live broadcast. And sure enough, every DJ did the same thing. Why the hell I ain't been playing this? Look, everybody know it in the club, because I never gave it to DJs first. That's game I'm giving people. I gave it to the streets. I gave it to the kids. I gave it to the ladies. I gave it to the women. I gave it out at your mama church. You heard me? So once the people loved it, and you play it in a club 4 months later, 6 months later, they like, damn, I made the DJs feel left out. The only way you could download it on top of that at that time was LimeWire. I'm giving you real history now. Like, it was on LimeWire.
LimeWire, boy,
LimeWire
was the shit. That's where I got all my songs from.
You putting our
so by
young
the time we
audience
got
on
ready to
game right
get,
now.
listen, what helped get our deal was the dance, because niggas ain't, the people at J Records, Jive Records, everywhere we went in New York, Universal Republic, everybody that did that, once my homeboy showed me, he say, listen, hey, you went back on that YouTube thing? I said, what the shit called? YouTube, man, you need to go back on there. Look, it's like 30,000 views. 30,000 views at that time was like 10 million. Because niggas ain't really, YouTube is new. So it's like, when I put it on there, I forgot about, when I got ready to go to New York, it was like 55,000 views. I said, oh my God. So when you show the that's all white people care about is numbers. I say, look, we got a dance. It got 50,000 views. By the time I leave here, it's going to have 60,000 views. So they said, they like, damn, it's a dance and this is going to take off. Boom. That's what made the deal happen.
There it is.
Man.
Legendary track, bro. Legendary track.
So you did I'm So High, then y'all turned around, Pop, Ecstasy. What has been the most significant milestone for GrindMode this far?
Man, it's so many, man. Ecstasy, all the writing I've done that's on other songs that I just don't even speak about. I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes, but just knowing that this was all a dream. Like Biggie said, it was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Like, I really lived as like, and I showed people that was originally around me, dog. Like, this was just a thought. I'm from a country side of town of Miami. I'm from like, he asked me about the promotion side. It was a little bit harder promoting the South Dade, but the A Bay situation showed me how to work. So I won up to everybody.
Yeah.
Because this what made me be able to move I'm So High on any song faster. You know why? Because niggas from North Miami and in the city and all that, they just work that area. They don't come
Yeah.
down south. Oh, it ain't
Yeah.
that country ass side.
Yeah.
They don't know how many clubs we got, how many different after hours. They don't know the schools. I
Yeah.
was pulling up at schools, giving our city. So I made myself real big in South Miami, then bigger in Central Miami, then downtown and Overtown. And then
Yeah.
by the time I got to the city, I was a demigod where I was at. Cause they was like, damn, this nigga made it. They play his
Yeah.
shit in the city.
Yeah.
I went all the way to Carol City, nigga. I was in the Rolex and they were playing your shit. I was at
Yeah.
Cafe Iguana. So niggas down south, they treated me like, damn, this nigga made it.
Yeah.
Niggas up north, they don't come down south. I went from down south to the Keys and I worked my way up north. So dog, it was like, damn, bro, like I had double the impact. So So High was like making niggas in Broward and furthermore wanting to do that dance because it was like, damn, it's from this side of town. It was like the Bankhead bounce. Like Bankhead bounce is from Bankhead.
Yeah.
South Dade Jook is from South Dade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like, it gave me an advantage because nobody knows how to work down south like me.
They
I'm
know.
a promoter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So but it's a lot of milestones, but I'ma just say, bro, my mother died 2 years ago. My grandma died 2 years ago. That's my mama, right?
Oh, yeah, that.
And let me say this. For her to want this my washroom that I do my TV show out of, and for my mama to see how big my house is, to walk my yard, to see my kids, my family, what I did it before she closed her eyes.
That's
You
what's
heard me?
up.
Yeah.
That's what's
That's
up.
all I ever wanted anyway, because I couldn't do it for Henrietta, which is my biological mother. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking about all the shit my biological mother missed, but my grandma got to see that shit and say, damn, I knew you could do it. I
Yeah.
didn't know when you was gonna do it, how you was gonna do it, but you the one that always had a lion in you. You had that fire in you. So I knew you was gonna do it. And she was the only one that rolled with me all the way to the. I don't care about nobody. Oh yeah, I knew you.
Yeah.
My grandma knew. My
Yeah.
grandma would argue with other people like, don't worry about him. This nigga
Yeah.
ain't in prison. He ain't dead. He know
Yeah.
how to make money.
Yeah.
Whatever he do bad out there, I don't care if he kills somebody or sell dope. He keep that shit away from me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I took care of her like that was my woman. Like, you know what I'm
Most that.
saying? After my grandfather got murdered too. You know what I'm saying? Who my grandma
Yeah.
was. So my nigga, like, to take his shoes, which was very big shoes to fill, and still take care of her and make sure her bills were paid and do this and do that. That's all I ever wanted, bro. So I ain't gotta be no platinum artist. I ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully it happen, but if it never do, man, I'm a hell of a father.
Hell yeah.
I'm everything that my parents wasn't. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm everything that my grandma dreamed about.
Yeah.
So I'm good, bro.
Most that.
That's perfect, man. And Mighty Boy, like he said, South Dade is, to put it in your perspective, like, bro, Miami to South Miami, bro, that's like a 35, 45-minute drive, depending on the area you going. Cause you from Fort Myers, so Fort Myers is very small. So, to get to Cape Coral is like 20 minutes. To get to Lehigh is like another 15 minutes.
Right.
But if we wanted to go anywhere if we coming from Florida City, that's way at the bottom of the map. To get to Carol City, that's gonna take you 45 minutes to an hour. So he was moving around, bro, and ain't just no skipping a hop, bro. So I kudos to you, bro. Kudos
Man,
for
appreciate it.
take care of your kids, man. And you definitely a legend, bro. And that music is what live on forever, bro. We play it to this day, and everybody continue to play them songs, bro.
Man,
Everybody,
appreciate
bro.
it, brother.
And I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie, man. I
appreciate
just dropped my mom and mother-in-law off at a cruise down there, at the ports down there, bro. Them turnpikes had your ass spinning, boy. You get me? You every which
better
way.
know.
Yeah, damn. So I know
You
you were
gonna
doing your
get
thing,
lost.
motherfucker, boy. I was lost. I was lost in the sauce without that GPS, boy. It was ugly.
That was a
Man,
lot of gas money, boy. I burned a lot of gas money to be in this position right here, bro.
Yeah.
Like I really, and I
You
wanted
put the
it. You know what I'm
groundwork
saying?
in. You put
absolutely,
that
absolutely.
groundwork in, bro.
So look, at the height of grind mode, the song and ecstasy, what was y'all booking schedule like, man? I know that had to be crazy. I know y'all was doing shows 2, 3, 4 a night. Like, talk to him, man.
It was
Like, what was your booking schedule like?
It was super crazy, but it just felt good to just be so busy, bro, doing something that you really, really love, bro. Like, you got to think, like, I don't think people understand, bro. Like, let me say something, bro. I don't think people understand, like, when you daydream about, like, something
Yeah.
is a thought. You know how many niggas got a thought in their mind and they run their mouth for 50 years, just
Man.
running their mouth, talking. You
Yeah.
gotta still talk about it, make yourself believe something that don't exist. Like before I bought this house, man, this house nice, bro.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought about it first.
Yeah.
You heard me? Like I
Yes.
had to think, and then you gotta put a plan on paper to really do, and it still might not work.
It still might not.
And us
Gotta
as
think of that.
men, that's the bullet holes that we take. Like, damn, bro, that shit. I was for sure this was gonna work, or I for sure if I got overtime at this job, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, I was gonna be able to do this and do. But then
Yeah.
my engine blew.
Yep.
It
Yeah.
be the littlest
Yeah.
shit in life that
Yeah.
deter you or throw you off, and you on the side of the road. Life
Yeah.
throws you on the side of the road a bunch of times. Nobody talks about how many times I got ejected, hit a
Yeah.
barrier, all it like. Bro, I
Yeah.
Yeah.
took a lot of L's, bro, for these
Yeah.
Yeah.
for these 2 songs you talking about, 3 songs, 4 songs. Man, I
Yeah.
recorded over 100 though. You
Yeah.
Yeah.
feel me? It go back to like when people talk about Michael Jordan, they like, nigga, if he got 50,000 shots, 60,000 shots, man, that man missed 900,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
Niggas wouldn't look at him the same if they said, well, damn, that nigga missed 1,200,000 shots.
Yeah.
But dog, he made 60,000. The numbers don't even look right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for a nigga to say, well, damn, I don't care if a nigga, man, that nigga a 3-hit wonder. I'm fine with that because most niggas saying they got 0.
Yeah.
You ain't got no, as far as shooting and sports, you got 0, I got 3. I got 4,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got 5.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
still 5 up over you. And plus, I
Right.
ain't competing with you no way. I just want to not die in the projects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't
Yeah.
And you doing
I
it.
ain't want to, yeah, I ain't want to die when my homie Jermaine died when he was 15. I ain't
Yeah.
want to die when Chuck Dallas died when he was 19, 20. Like every day I get closer to being a grandfather and I'm like holding a baby like this. I practice holding my granddaughter, my
Yeah.
grandson. And
Yeah.
that's gangster because
Yeah.
my teachers told me at a time where it wasn't no bullying or you couldn't run to nobody. Nigga, you ain't gonna see 18. My teachers told me that.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna see 18, bitch. I make more money than you.
Yeah.
You
Absolutely.
heard me? And that's not a flex. That's me saying, nigga, I won.
Yes, you
You know what I'm
did.
saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a lot of milestones, but most of my milestones, man, they come from like just watching people just really know what I do for what I do it for. And it ain't to be exalted. I don't need nobody on my nuts. None of that shit, man. Like I want you to take something from what I say and apply it to your journey. So we all
100%.
got backpacks and we going up a mountain. If I gave you an extra bottle of water right now, use that to go an extra 2 miles. That's all I do
Yeah.
this for. I don't
Yeah.
do this for nobody to be on me. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Yeah, back to that, man. I had a crazy schedule, man. I'm doing drops for radio stations. I'm doing interviews. You get in town, double book for this. I'm going to Port St. Lucie, and then I'm running to St. Pete, and then we coming up to this, and
Yeah.
going from Lee County to this to that, and crossing the bridge to Tampa.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, we've been all throughout this. I'm talking about, boy, we muck boys for real, boy. I don't care,
Most
boy.
definitely. Most-
There ain't no street block I have. I ain't seen in Florida, South Carolina,
Yeah.
Dothan, Alabama. Like, we ain't just some Florida rappers. Like, we been
Yeah.
all over this. You know what
All
I'm
over
saying?
it. Yeah. Most
Yeah, so
definitely.
it feels good being from Florida and representing Florida outside Florida. Did you hear what I just said?
Most definitely.
Being from Florida, representing Florida outside of Florida, man, that's a hell of an accomplishment, dog.
Yeah. Me
Yeah.
and bruh trying to do that same thing, brother. That's why we resonate with you so much on what you're saying and a lot of things that you're saying because, a lot of times, me and bruh had to look ourselves in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? We had to look at each other and then look at each other in the mirror and say, bruh, what we doing right now? Like, is we gonna make this happen? And we jumped out here in this journey, bro. You know what I'm saying? We working class men, but at the same time, we want to make something and do something that we truly love, bro. And we truly love this, bro. Like when you talked
Yeah.
earlier about daydreaming about something and
Yeah.
being, all in for something, bro. This is what we want to inspire to do. Like this is us. So to be here on this platform to have a legend like you here, man, it just it's we living the
It's
dream, brother.
yeah.
Living the dream.
I'm soaking it in, bro. And
Yeah.
and I sit here and I had this conversation with you and my brother, and it's like sometimes I'm tunnel vision, but then again I'm sitting back like, man, I really got a legend on my podcast, bro. You know, and I'm blessed, bro. I honestly, I even if I don't even get 10 likes on my next video. I'm happy because of this podcast, and I'm happy because of
Well,
having you as a guest and just the knowledge and the game you dropping, bro.
the
So
game
we
you kicking.
appreciate you. So we appreciate you.
Everything come from a thought, bro. Like if you don't take nothing that I said, everything come from a thought, bro. Like you telling me I'm a legend, but get what, bro? There's somebody that had to run through bushes and all that. There, we ain't gonna wait for Juneteenth to speak about this, bro. I'm a big advocate of just being a black man, and you know what? Both of y'all was in your great grandmama imagination. Like, damn, if I could just get these chains off.
Yeah.
I
Right.
want to just see my baby.
That's deep right
Dog,
there.
you know,
Yeah.
you both of y'all doing something that your great grandmama, if she could just pop in right now and see this, dog, she'll be blown away.
Yeah.
There's a man that's in existence. You don't even know this man, Willie Earl,
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
90 years ago,
Right.
that really died went on a train track at the age of 37 years old because them white people killed him, but he got your grandma pregnant. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Right.
then boom, here it is. You a living testimony, bro, from what happened then. And guess what? You and me and him ain't gonna get to see the great grands that's gonna be in a spaceship that's like, oh, my granddaddy had a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
on a phone right now. You
Hell
Yeah.
understand?
yeah.
Yeah.
Dog,
For sure.
you're living legends in your own sense. And you was in
Appreciate it.
their imagination, and guess what? In the future, you're gonna be somebody else and they past imagination.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For
Most
sure.
definitely.
Man, it's
Man,
crazy. Life is crazy like
it
that, bro.
is.
Definitely is, brother.
So out of all the songs you made talking group and your songs, your solo career, what has been your favorite song this far?
I
Yeah.
don't
No.
even know. I don't even know, bro. Like, cause I got records that I ain't even put out. Like, in the last 2 weeks, I've been Pitbull, my big homie. And I've been
Pitbull.
Shout
like
out Pitbull.
Pitbull bought Studio Center, dog, and just now I'm going in a Latin direction. Here I go
Yeah.
again. And
Hey.
I'm with all these guys like Jandino and all these different big artists like Jenny 6ix9ine. Like these
Yeah.
people have, man, if White Star, like some of these Latin artists got platinum plaques and gold plaque, and they
Yeah.
got 5 platinum, and they got 100 million streams and all that. Now my level done reached up. So the same way y'all talking to me, and I hope y'all apply this what has went on in this podcast to level up. My favorite music I ain't recorded yet. Or maybe I recorded it and it ain't even mixed yet.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that I watch my fans play now and they use it for whatever reason, whether it's prayer change this thing. That was a personal song. I'm
Yeah.
talking to myself in the mirror about, damn, my mama was, damn, my daddy died, but damn, it hurt worse when my mama died. You hear me?
Yeah.
Like, it's some young niggas that's like, bro, my mama and my daddy died in a car accident and your song got me through that.
Yeah.
Every one of my songs means something to me, bro, because I
Yeah.
don't just blah, 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 blah. Nah, bro, I wrote some of the songs that's coming out now from GrindMode, man, them shit's 10 years old. Niggas don't even
Yeah.
know it.
Yeah.
They coming out right now, and some of them are 10 years old, 8 years old, like, down, like, you know what I'm saying? That's the way life is. That song is
Yeah.
old, but we just dropped it 2 weeks ago, and here it is. I was
Yeah.
talking about my great grandma on my arm, where I'm saying, like, I was with her till she took her last breath, and she forgot I even said that in the song.
Yeah.
Here it is. My grandma died 2 years ago, but I was talking about my great grandma when she was 95 years old, saying, damn, like that's a personal song. It's making me revisit some wounds where I was like, damn, grandma,
Yeah.
like you got cancer. Like you really, she like, man, listen, I want to see what if God is really real, I'm ready to see him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? All this churching I've been doing and all this praying and fasting and paying tithes and being obedient, and I want to see if he real. So I'm done
Yeah.
here. Y'all gotta handle whatever y'all got to handle. And bro, I wrote
Most
about it. I wrote about my own personal experience. And in the last 2 weeks that came, it was a young dude by 20. He wrote me, he said, damn, bro, I heard every word that you said in that song. And bro, that hit home because of XYZ, like
Definitely.
between me and him. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like, so every song hit in a different way, bro. Believe it or not. Like, I don't have no favorites because today I might want to listen to some gangster shit that I done did with Mike Smith. I got songs that's
Yeah.
unreleased. I got songs that have been released. Like, man,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
Google my name, bro. It's you put GrindModeChaos in, you gonna get a lot of music right now.
Yeah.
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 Definitely will. Definitely will, brother. Speak on some of the pros and cons of being in a group.
Pros and cons is like you gonna have to compromise. That's a good and bad. Sometimes you can't have your way, and that's a good thing. You guys in a group right now. And sometimes he might want to be the top box, and you, damn, bro, why I always got to be? Now I'm about to interview Beyonce. I want to be at the top box.
Yeah.
Something small, bro. Something small as that. Don't let that shit tear y'all up. I'm just giving you that because, dog,
sure.
like the group thing, dog. We ain't never fought. We ain't never got physical. Cause I beat up everybody in my group. You could put that. I love them niggas, but my knuckle game so boy, nigga
Official.
here, boy.
Yeah.
Boy, that nigga, I applauded
I
niggas
punch
to his
fast and
finest,
hard.
dog.
Listen, I love them guys. They're my brothers. I could talk that shit about them because we've been through the thick and thin. We done made a lot
Most
of
definitely.
money together. We done
Most
lost a
definitely.
lot of money together, and we here for the long haul. You know, the cons is like, dog, whatever they wear, I gotta wear that shit too. So if them niggas got jumped by, you know, Master P right now and No Limit Soldiers, I gotta wear that if I'm doing a
Yeah.
podcast with y'all. Like, golly, it
Yeah.
could be anything, bro. Like y'all basically married together, bro. Respectfully,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so whatever they do, that's what you know what I'm saying. You gotta deal with that too, man. But it's pros and cons with that too, dog. Cause sometimes when you going through that storm, he might have, you know what I mean, an umbrella, he might have a poncho, and then boom, we covered, boom. But when I was by myself, I ain't had none of that. Now I done got soaking wet, I done got pneumonia, I done died. But them niggas kept me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pros and cons to everything, dog. Like I tell you, I try to see the good in everything.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Man, you done been around a lot of stars. What's one lesson you learned in the music industry that still stick with you to this day?
Out of all, I can't say one thing that one star has done. I think the best thing I can say about what you just said is just like, you gotta be careful, dog, of how you impact somebody's life, dog. You know what I'm saying? And the fans and the supporters, they delicate, man. Like, you know what I mean? They be so excited for this moment or whatever the case may be. Back to my great grandma, like, I never forget, like, I offended a fan before because I was young, I was new. And my great grandma, she was dying of cancer, like I'm telling you. But I used to take her shopping all the time, grocery shopping. You know, I gotta lift her bags, I gotta do this. And I was new. I'm on 106 apart, this and this. And these little girls, they were about 17, 19. They saw me while I was in Win Dixie. Mind you, I never knew how to accept this celebrity shit. I be out here, nigga, like,
Yeah.
always protected, but just like,
Just
when
cool.
them little
Yeah.
girls see me, they running and screaming. I'm like, whoa, I don't know how to deal with that. And they almost knocked my grandma down, and I halfway cussed the little girl out, like, yo, man,
Yeah.
tighten up,
Chill out.
man.
Chill
Like,
out.
I
Yeah.
literally got probably 2 weeks left with her on this planet, so I'm doing way more now, trying not
Right.
to take so many
Right.
interviews or shows, because I'm trying to spend my last time with her.
Definitely.
And some girls was like, oh, my God. I'm like, whoa, my great grandma don't understand none of this shit.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
losing her hearing, the cataracts kicking in.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she don't even know nothing about that. She just know that he ain't thugging how he used to, because he be taking me shopping freely and it ain't no problem. And they almost knocked her over. And my grandma was like 90-something pounds at that time. And I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
man, watch that shit. Look, girl, like, now I
Yeah.
had
Yeah. Chill
halfway
out.
now. I
Yeah.
seen him later on and I fixed it, but you know, because I told him, like, look, this tattoo, that's the woman you almost knocked over. When we was in the
Yeah.
grocery store, she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I say, man, I understand you excited, but you know, this and this and that. And then, you know, just being out and about is like, you just got to be careful with people. Lead is walking every room with empathy and sympathy, because you don't know what they're going through. I done blessed a lot of lives. I don't want nothing back. I don't need no pictures from it. I don't need no credit. I don't need, ain't no invoices attached to that. I ain't gonna say your name. I bless people's life, dog. And that's what I got in this for, to bless somebody's life, because
Definitely.
I was a little drug addict's baby. And my neighborhood took care of me. They did shit for me. They made sure my stomach was full. They made sure, boom, oh, my jacket, I lost my jacket, and then Miss Anime, she gave me an extra jacket to wear. Like, so I'm that guy now. And
Yeah.
that's what we do as a tribe. That's what we do with the village. We take care of the next ones behind us. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? You
Absolutely.
know?
Most definitely. So listen, man, with the platform of TikTok, IG, your songs have resonated not only to lifelong fans like me, but the babies, the kids, man. You can find reels anywhere that have your song playing, y'all songs playing, describing Florida. How does that make you feel?
That's dope, man. That's eternal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, to keep seeing new apps come up and new apps come up, and Snapchat came up, and then people tagged me in that when that first came out, and then boom, back when Vine was out, and this app and that, and Music app, and you know, now TikTok. I'm like, this got thousands in it, and you know, I try to respond.
Yeah.
That's like autographs to them, so I try to respond to them, man. Appreciate the love, thank you for the support. And I know it sounds like a lot of cut and paste, but I try to put my fingerprint on a lot of them fans because. And then someone come back like, oh, it's really you. Oh my God, I listen to this every day. And I hear all the little crazy. First, I got my baby mama job. I'll be like, man, you don't know how high that gets me. You know what I'm saying? Bro, because I don't do no drugs. That's my high. That's my dope right there. I'm addicted to, you know, the love because I got to figure out how to regurgitate that and put that back in the world in a different way and keep evolving, man. To see these young guys 11, you weren't even alive.
Nope.
You weren't even alive. How you 12, 13 years old? Because I work with kids too. I still life coach. I'm the community liaison of this middle school. So I got a whole nother life. And I deal with teens. And I'm like, I'm not telling them to do that. But when they come up, oh, Mr. Hannah, ain't no chaos. It's like, Mr. Hannah, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, man, what you know about that? My mama outside. You can come say hi to her because she a big man. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Like,
Yeah,
man,
can't
I'm
get
like,
around
man,
it.
girl, I'm on the clock right now. I ain't think about that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it be funny, man, but it man, I'm telling you, it's better than drugs, man. Everything about this music is what I wanted, man. To write verses or write songs, and I look in the crowd and I'm like, how they know this better than me? You know what I'm saying? I wrote this shit. This was in my mind, again, just like your podcast, because I'm going to keep coming back to y'all.
Yeah.
This is just the beginning of y'all set. Hear me? Like, you spoke about it, and guess what y'all doing? You doing more than what somebody else was talking about. Just like what I said before. It's a nigga been talking about the same thing y'all doing right now with this app. A nigga been talking about that for 5 years. Every time you pick up a joint, boy, I'm telling you, boy, we gonna change the name to Coffee and Biscuits. Boy, we gonna start that shit January the 1st. We gonna start in 2026. Every year you say that. But guess where y'all
gonna
at?
be the same
We having
thing.
a conversation. And I ain't the biggest guest y'all gonna have, bro. Y'all gonna have bigger guests. Like, I was excited when I seen Frank Lenny, man. Frank Lenny, man, I don't care if he get mad. I love Frank Lenny. Frank Lenny was a fugitive, my nigga. That nigga was on a run when he did a song with us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shout out to Lenny, man.
bro, I got, listen, man, listen, boy, that's why listen, that's why I jumped in them comments, because I'm going to say this about Frank Lenny ain't got nothing to do with this interview, but I love this nigga, dog. I love this nigga, dog. And let me tell you something. Listen, if we was all talking about boxing, we had boxing gloves, you know what I did when he said that? Oh, yeah, I put my mixtape on. I went just like that.
Yeah. Lenny boy was pressure.
I said, I ain't even finna compete with Frank. Lenny, you crazy. Listen, boy, that nigga mixtape the hardest shit, and I'm doubling down on what he said. Boy, listen, and to this day, and I almost fought him about it, because I'm like, damn, King Me my shit, though. King Me project is my shit. But dog, that project he talking about, dog, you had to be there. You had to nobody. Like, Frank, that nigga, dog. And from the first time I dealt with him, dog, that nigga was a fugitive, dog. Did you hear what I said? He was on the run, dog. And when I told him, listen, I said, Frank, I got on the phone with somebody who got on the phone with him. I ain't even know him. The first time I met him is when he recorded the song. It's called Two Fingers. I say, Pitbull, my dog. I got Pitbull on this song. He said, nah. He said, I'm a fuck with it. I sung on the beat. That nigga did that shit like this. And I just happened to be coming from a show. Watch this. I sent it Papa Duck on it, Frank Lenny, Iceberg, JT Money, Pitbull, Bad Guy. Man, that lineup crazy.
It is. That
is. Armstrong alone, dog. Think about Armstrong I'm talking about Central Florida, Orlando Armstrong.
Yeah.
He had just got out. He just got out for some, I forget what case. He just got out, and Frank Lenny was on the run from the feds. Frank Lenny say, man, listen, he told somebody that told them to where I could meet him at. We pulled up to that spot. That nigga was in the dark, like it was like a movie. I walked in that bitch, it was just like misty smoke. I say, hey, this nigga, everything they talk about, Frank Lenny, he like I don't care, I'm putting his ass on it. Hey, my dog like a football coach and a father now. Nah, nigga, I'm talking about that gangster, boy. I was the biggest fan, and I'm still the biggest fan of him. That's why when he said that, I said, what? Time to take these gloves off.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit. I want to see who gonna step to the plate. I want to see who
Yeah.
gonna say they shit better than Frank. And
Yeah.
listen, ain't nobody messing with him, dog. He's still
Yeah.
one of my favorites, dog. I love that nigga, man. I see it.
Shout out to
Because
Lennon.
life too short not to say it. You hear me?
We talked to Frank, man, and he speak about that all the time. He feel like he don't need to glorify anything he did in the streets because he feel like his pen work is just that amazing, and which it is. So he said,
don't
bro,
need
I
to
ain't
do
finna
it or
glorify
say it.
none of that. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you get, let me tell you something, my nigga. It's certain niggas that the niggas I'm most attracted to musically, it's always been something vocally that's connected to them where you know that the level of believability is right there. So Frank could have been a church nigga on the honor roll, been a nerd, and his voice says, nigga, I'm really whoever I say I am, nigga.
That's who I am.
built heaven with my bare hands. He can have a song called I Built Heaven with My Bare Hands. I'd be like, damn. Oh, Jesus and God built that shit. I listen to that shit like, damn,
Real.
who's Satan? You better get out of here, Satan. Frank
Yeah.
Lenny coming like, I be
Yeah.
like, yo.
For
Frank,
real.
like the DMXs and the Tupacs and the, I mean, like, yeah, it's certain niggas got that vocally, they believability right there. So yeah, man, shout out to Frank, man, again.
Shout out to Frank.
Shout
Most
out
definitely.
Frank Lennon, man. Straight up. What's the biggest misconception about Florida music you think people think?
That is just local, man. I hate these people, man. Them people that act like it's just Florida music. Are you crazy? I show you my BMI right now. My shit playing on JetBlue. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Caribbean, like cruise lines.
Yeah.
Like for me to check my stats and I be like, Nigeria, I'm popping to Nigeria, Africa, Haiti.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it ain't just Florida music. It's like, we cook it up here, but bitch, they eating it everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
This music gumbo, bitch. You better play with your mama, nigga. Don't play with us. Cause my thing is, dog, I got the stats and the numbers to show you, man. Don't play with us. Don't play with us, nigga. I got songs on Amazon Prime, but don't play with your mama, nigga. Don't play with me. I'm telling you.
Shout out Florida.
Shout out
For real,
Florida.
we really them, and we well rounded, man. The shit that Ball Greasy bring to the table, Ball Greasy is not regular, man.
He's not.
I keep asking him for baby picture.
Shout out
I
Ball
know that
Greasy.
nigga. I know he an alien. I know Ball Greasy is not from Earth.
He one of the ones.
I done been in the studio with him. I'm like, how your mind even think like that? Certain people that's from Central Florida, from the Hot Boys to the T-Pains. I'm like, it don't matter what era you look at. I don't care if it's 69 boys. 69 boys is in their own lane. Certain niggas is always in their own lane. That's what I love about us. Ain't nothing like us. You got to come here to get it, though.
They definitely.
And they biting it right now. They definitely soaking it up. They biting it right now. There's niggas in New York with 3 weeks. Y'all niggas ain't never had no 3 weeks.
Come on, man.
You know
They never had that, bro.
Y'all niggas ain't what big Cubans and shit on your neck.
Y'all
Y'all
niggas,
bro.
Oh, them dirty
Niggas wasn't having
perms.
perms. They ain't had perms.
Yeah, man, these fucking dirty country niggas, dog. And now you walk around with the same shit.
Same shit.
You know what they say, man. Niggas always like to knock you and then they imitate you, man. And that's really what it is. It's another form of flattering, man. So, man, salute to anybody in different places, man. I got peoples all over this bitch.
Shout out
From
to all
Compton to motherfucking Detroit, man. Yo, man, I love it all.
So, with that being said, about Florida, give me your Mount Rushmore Florida artists.
I like this.
Well, this was a nice interview. I'm out of here.
No, we ain't want to run,
y'all trying to get me in that shit, boy. I can't do that, boy. But if I was to do this in no specific order, I keep saying that Mount Rushmore. I'm not gonna say Luke because Luke is the rock that we built everything on.
Okay.
A lot of people don't put, man, salute to Luther Campbell, my uncle, man. I love you, my nigga, bruh.
Yes.
I hate that. Listen, Luke, man, listen.
Yes.
Listen, man, listen to what I'm telling you, bruh. When he just got his street, they named the street after him in Liberty City. I say, man, they should have been did this, but I'm glad he got a chance to walk it, touch it, bless it, and live to see it. I'm not gonna put him on Mount Rushmore because he is the rock. He is the South. He is the very beginning. 40 years of hip hop is basically, he got a lot to do with Southern hip hop. He don't get enough credit. He is the rock. He's not on Mount Rushmore. He's the rock.
Definitely.
That we built the faces on.
For
Now you
sure.
can put Trick up there. I don't give a fuck what order, first, second, third, or fourth. Trick go up there. Pitbull don't get enough credit because they say, oh yeah,
Shout
he
out
Latin. No,
Pitbull.
he's on
Nah,
Mount Rushmore to me. Because
man.
in every year he has a hit that does
Yeah.
10 million, 5 million, 100
Yeah.
million views.
And it's international.
Yes, bro, he not on no
Like,
other level, bruh.
yeah.
You
Man,
gotta
they
put Rick
tripping.
Ross. Yeah, you gotta
Pitbull
put
was
Rick.
flying before he went did all the pop music. Pitbull was in every damn club, house party, all that shit too, bro.
Listen, you can say that I'm biased, but I'ma still say it. Everything that's on JT Money's song, which is JT Money, Rick, Trick, and Pick. All them names. JT
Boys.
Money, Rick, Trick, and Pick, and it's built on loop, and I'm done. Y'all can fight me about it. I'll drop my location.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I like that.
And we standing
I
with it,
don't
bro.
care.
So if you pull up, we there too. So it's whatever. We're gonna
No,
jump
I
on
don't
it.
need
Straight
it.
up.
I don't need it.
Hey,
I got some Haitians that's gonna have some bandanas on their face. We gonna tear that
shout
shit
out
up,
to
bro. Cause
Zoes.
them
Done.
four right there, dog. Every one of them meant something to me at a different part of my life. Like JT Money, I can call him right now. He gonna pick up the phone. I swear to God. It probably ain't gonna make the second ring. Pitbull, I wish I could say what me and Pitt is up to, but I'm gonna just shut up. You know what I'm saying? You got some
Job
honorable
exclusive here
mentions.
now.
Man, I can't even do it, man. I'm so excited. I'm trying, hey, bro, I'm trying to sit still.
Wait do you drop that exclusive? You come back and pop that. Pop that, let
Yeah,
us know on here.
we could do that, man. But yeah, that trick, that mean a lot, man. And for the fact that I'm trying to think if I'm saying this right. I think I got a song with all of them. Lucas one. I ain't got no official song with him, but Luke heard this song that me and Young Gorton got called "Get It, Get It, Get It," and he put it on his TV show Liberty City Warriors that's on Amazon Prime. So I get paid for that. Man, I love you, Luke. I appreciate that. But I got a song with every one of them. I got a few songs with JT Money. I got a song with Pitbull. I got a song Trick jumped on Ecstasy remix.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Watch this. It's crazy because I let him have I'm so high. And he liked it, but he was like, man, you got to get back on that shit you be on. Okay? He did not understand I'm so high. He did not get it. Trick was supposed to be on I'm so high. I was letting him listen. I was like, man, I want him on the remix.
Yeah.
Then Pitbull heard it. He was like, man, I gotta jump on that remix. You know, I kind of slid it because I was like, Pitbull get on songs and he do like what Lil Wayne do. Like as soon as he make it his, it ain't yours no more.
It ain't coming back.
I was scared. And then Rick got the instrumental from somebody and bust that bitch open. I say,
killed that bitch.
Goddamn Rose.
So I got songs. Yeah, I got songs with all of them plus Trina. You know what I mean? Trina is honorable mention. Flow Rider, you can't forget him. There's so many, man. From the Kodak Blacks to it's so many great ones, man. But that's my Mount Rushmore.
For sure.
All right. So when it's all said and done, what you want people to remember about you 10 years from now?
Whether it's 10 years or not, or this past my gravestone, I just want them to know that, bro, I gave it my all, bro. I tried to milk this life, and I hope I did enough to be remembered by. I go through the graveyard sometime and I visit my people that's gone, and we put too much into what people think, man. Like, we do all this trying to impress people. And guess what my grandma showed me? She said, man, listen, out of all this noise and all this talking and all these opinions out here in the world, it's so quiet at the graveyard. And the very first time I went to the graveyard, I thought about it was on her grave site. I say, ain't nobody out to this bitch. It's quiet out here. The only thing I hear is the chimes and the wind and the breeze and the bells from the trees that got the. I say, bro, all this what we doing, bro, and ain't nobody. It's quiet out here. So what that tell you, bro? We doing all this for people that ain't barely gonna visit us. That man, listen, that funeral be so packed. It'd be a lot of hollering, screaming, doing backflips, bitches rolling under the casket, all this, baby mamas finna fight, all that.
2 days.
And they barely even come to put flowers on your shit.
They done.
So, dog, just enjoy your life how you need to enjoy your life and stop worrying about everybody else. Because let me tell you something, that dash real small. I don't care if you live 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, do something to be remembered by, dog. And I could leave here now. If I died 2 years ago, I know that people watching my movie Baghdad, my kids knew who their father is. They know that they daddy love the shit out of them. You hear me? Like it's certain things that I did that I'm happy. I ain't leaving with no. I ain't kicking and screaming. Oh God, give me an extra minute, an extra. I'm good because I know I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
I did way more than what these these sucker ass teachers and haters and man, I ain't wasting this time and all that. Man, people that told me I was wasting their time, they dead and gone and ain't nobody even put. They probably don't even
Flowers
know
on
where your
they shit.
gravestone at. You heard? Trying to tell me trying to speak life into me. When here it is, I accomplished everything I wanted, man. I'm happy, bro.
Most definitely. And we glad to hear that, brother. We definitely glad to hear that. So listen, man, I want to get into a few segments before we let you go, my brother. We got one, we call it Press Play segment. This is a segment where we like to give flowers to a song and or artist that is pressure right now. You know what I mean? And we usually pick that, but we're going to defer to you. Who is you pressing play on right now? Let's do it.
You don't never know
chaos, man.
Listen. I know everybody goes, oh, I play it myself. Nah. And you know who I like? Crocker got an AR, like a
Okay, then. That's what we trying now.
I like him, dog.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. It's been a
Yeah.
while since I liked a white boy rapper, dog, because I like Eminem, but hey, boy, for the fact that Cracker so real, dog, I like him, man. I like 1900 Run Rap, man.
It's Florida, bro.
Hey,
it's Florida. Like, it's just it's undeniable, bro. It's
he don't sound like
bro.
he's trying to be nobody, man. For the
That's
fact that
him.
he said, I heard him say in an interview that he was raised in a foster home and he grew up with black people, man. His foster parents was black or something like that. And I say, man, I hear it. I see it. I feel it. And he just being him, but I got a lot of people that I can push play on, but right now, I really like him, man. I like him, dog.
All right, man. 1900
Real rap, man. We press a play on you today. For sure, most definitely.
So
we got another segment we like to call the power play segment. This segment we like to highlight career achievements from an individual or individuals. And it could be sports, it could be music, it could be entrepreneurship. And we love the local black owned and local businesses. So today, J-Lock, who we rocking with?
Man, shout out to Kitchen 11. You need to cater for your next event. You need a personal chef that can make customized meals, that's finger licking customized meals at that. I think this is the route to go. You need to tap in with Kitchen 11 right now. You can reach them on IG at K1TCHEN_11 for any event, any occasion, customize any meal of your liking. Please tap in with my boy. They cook flavorful foods, private chef, anything you need. That's power play for you.
Pressure for you. Power play.
Hit that boy up, man. He gonna get you right.
And our last segment, and this is our favorite segment. This is our empowerment segment, where we like to create a safe space. We like to motivate, we like to inspire, we like to uplift, and we like to empower. We're going to defer to you. We usually pick a topic, and then we kind of empower based on that topic. But brother, you've been dropping jewels this whole entire interview. We done picked up so much game from you. It would be an honor for you to empower our audience.
I'm supposed to do that, man. I've been doing this the whole time.
Hey,
time, brother.
One more time. Give us something to go away with.
Whatever on your heart to give to our audience, we'll appreciate it.
Listen, this shirt that I got on, matter of fact, I can start with this, man. Kamada, man, Johnson, man, she had ran for what it was, I think commissioner or whatever, man. I just happened to put her shirt on, man. I love people like her, man, and the reason I'm bringing her up is because I see her give away a lot of food for free and all kinds of things, man, not just trying to election time. She up here in Broward, and people like that inspire me to keep inspiring people, man. So salute to anybody that's like her, man, because like the amount of stuff she donates in the hood, from clothes, the food, the diapers, to cases and cases and cases of water, and just seeing what the people's needs are, because we in a time where we waste so much food in America. There's nobody that should be starving. And there's too many people that's starving. That don't make no kind of sense, bro. They don't go together, man. So, yeah, man, shout out to anybody that's a giver, man, and keep giving, bro. But, like they say, man, be careful of the takers, too, because givers don't have a limit and the takers don't have a limit, man. And that's the dynamics that keep getting unbalanced, man, with those who give so much to people that take so much, man. We got to keep givers with givers to keep giving the right amount, you know what I'm saying? So we don't get drained, because just like on my TV show, man, I ain't get to speak about, Respect My Grind TV, but I will say this, man. We just got into Houston, Texas. We big in Miami. We big in South Florida. I'm super big in the jail system. So that's another reason I talk like this, because that's another place that get cold and quiet. You heard me?
Definitely.
Like, oh yeah, free my dog, free my dog. But then you ain't answering the calls, you ain't sending no
Got
kite,
money on
you
no
ain't,
books.
you know what I'm saying? Nothing, you ain't putting none of that nigga ain't straight enough, you know what I'm saying? That boy held you down, and now you knocking down his second and third baby mama, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's funny out here, bro, but us as black men, we gotta like keep looking at them, man, keep looking at us, and make sure our health is together, man. Because anytime I speak to them guys, I know, I try to make sure they understand, bro. Like, you are heard, you are loved, things like that. Because, man, the suicide rate too high. You know what I'm saying? For black boys and black men. It used to be a white people thing. Now it's becoming our thing. You know why? Because they look at us men like we made out of stone and steel. And it's not true, dog. Like, it's like we hurting too, we going through shit too. So, man, if you listening, man, you worth being here. You hear me? I ain't talking to
Definitely.
these guys no more. I'm talking to you. You right there,
Definitely.
man. Like, give it one more day, give it one more week, give it one more month. You know what I'm saying? Because God got you here for a reason, man, and we can't lose you, man, because you might be the next one to enlighten somebody, just like what Tupac say. I might not change the mind of somebody, or change the world, but I might change the mind of somebody that's gonna change the world. You know what I mean? And that's what we need you here for. I ain't talking to them guys. Maybe I am talking to no y'all, but I'm talking to you, whoever listening and watching this right now, man. You are needed. We need you here. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what your baby mama. Oh, you don't make it out. You only make $45,000 a year, man. Listen, man. There was a time you made 23,000. It was a
For
time
real.
you made 16. You know what I'm saying? You are needed. Don't let nobody break you, bruh. I know we all got chinks in our armor, dog, but man to man, father to father, black man to black man, keep going. That day
Definitely.
gonna come. Yep. So
Most definitely.
Definitely.
I'm good, bruh. I'm
Most
good.
definitely. Man, listen, man, we appreciate you. Thank you so
Definitely.
much. You need
It's
to,
been
you
an
are
honor.
Florida. This is to Florida. Grind mode chaos needs to be protected at all costs. Brothers like him don't come often, and when they do, we gotta cherish brothers like him, man. We appreciate you
Definitely.
being a giver to us and our platform. Man, listen, we just overwhelmed with that, and we with the spirit of you, bro. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Definitely.
And another episode of the Power Play Podcast. I'm your boy, Mighty Boy the Goat. I got my brother here, One Drop Talk J Lock, and we gotta send a salute to our brother now, Grind Mode Chaos, man. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much.
Man,
Appreciate you, my
appreciate
boy.
y'all, man. Y'all keep y'all
Bless.
heads up too, man.
Yo, thank y'all for tuning in to the Power Play Podcast on the Power Play channel. But please, 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 before y'all proceed, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe,
And make that bell ding. Ring
ring
that
that
bell.
bell.